Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Let me turn this music
What's
off.
happening?
Did everybody actually show up?
I think
here.
so. Let me. I've been having some.
I like this music, Stivo.
Yeah.
That's what Frank and I are going to be listening to Saturday night after one of us wins.
Oh, okay. Let me get a better background for us so everybody can. All right. So who are we? Who we
Hey, you
missing?
got to turn off that music, Stivo.
I can't hear
I don't
them.
hear any music.
Oh, wait, that's my music. What an idiot.
Yeah, you are.
Wow, just
My
playing
God.
here with the super intelligent. That's so great.
Oh, my God. I'm listening to my own music.
Decaspers, turn your video on. I want to see you.
I'm in the car.
Oh my gosh.
And where's
Oh.
Rich? Where's Rich at a girls' softball game?
There he is.
Decap,
I hate.
Pull over.
I
Come
heard-
on.
The light is on for my camera, but it's not working.
Come on. Dude, Rich is a boomer.
Rich, yeah. How old are we here?
It's not working.
He's the oldest guy in the group. We went through that a couple of years
No,
ago.
that's
Let's go,
you,
Rich.
Frank. I know you want me to be the oldest, but it's actually you.
Justin Duke told me you were the oldest guy in the group about 4 years
You
ago.
should know not to believe Justin.
Yeah, that's true.
Hi, Justin Duke.
I'm sorry. I gotta say,
Justin.
you and Dylan Donnelly are about even money. One of you to take the Kentucky Derby betting challenge.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know how one of you doesn't win it. You might run one too.
There goes. We're jinxed now, Dylan.
yeah. Dude, anything else you want to add?
Not really.
That makes Matt Miller the even money favorite, if you ask me. You guys getting jinxed.
I'm glad he doesn't like me. Good. I'll take a 10th place
Are
finish.
you still getting in, Justin?
I might see if
Stivo, you're in.
Me and Steve
Yeah.
I might see if I can buy
Wow.
into Stivo's entry.
Wow.
You said you were
Well,
buying
you
two
can buy
entries
two,
in.
right?
You were selling some gold, and you were buying 2 entries in.
No, you can buy two. You don't have to just buy one.
I'll think about it.
Oh
I
man!
almost won another entry with $86 today. It was about $4 out.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
you were.
Stivo's
right
been
up
hot on
there.
the Twin Spires contest.
Frank told me how to play it. But it's different now for the Kentucky Derby betting challenge.
What did we finally decide? We're paying the 6th place. We're giving points to the top 6
No. That discussion is over at 10 a.m. this morning when I sent the final thing out. That's done. We're not talking about it.
All right,
Five.
4 places is half a point.
5, 3, 1 and a half.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good.
What?
I like it.
Once the oldest person chimed in with what it was going to be, then everybody shut up, and that was a done deal.
That's right. That's how it's supposed to go.
Right, 'cause
Right.
Doug,
Respect your elders.
we
That's
knew if
right.
Frank, if we didn't do it, Frank would say, "All right, I'm out. Goodbye," and that'd be the end of it.
Well, that's true too.
That wouldn't have been a problem for me.
That's fair.
Rich, how are you doing this? Are you on your phone or a laptop or
No,
what?
I'm on my laptop, and the light is literally shining in my face. And I had this problem. I had this problem the other day on Zoom, and it wasn't working.
Oh, wow.
So I don't
Where's
know what's
Brent?
going
Where's Brent?
Good luck.
on. Oh man!
Who? Oh, no. Don't
This is
tell
in
me Brent.
shambles. One
No,
person
Brent was-
missing,
no.
2 people not even on video. This is in shambles.
Brent responded. He said,
He did.
Somebody chased down Brent.
He-
Don't you have his pager or something?
Hold on.
Marko, you're on the clock. Go ahead.
I'm on the clock. We starting now?
Yeah.
yeah, we might as well. Let me pull up the graphic here. I put together a little thing. Hold on here. I had something I wanted to discuss.
Hey, before we start, Dylan, do you know all these double entered horses? Who's going where this weekend? Just say no if you don't know. You don't gotta dang it.
What day? What?
Every day there's a lot of double entered horses this weekend, and I don't like that.
All right, bye. Brent will be here in seconds.
All right, in seconds. So what I wanted to touch on, okay, you guys, this is the 4th annual LoneSpeed Triple Crown Fantasy Draft. Now, we had a little bit of a discussion last year about
Spelled
who
Rich.
won what. I went back and looked. Rich, I believe you won. Well, listen to this.
Yes, I won 2023.
You can't hear anything.
You can't hear?
No.
No, Steve, you don't have the audio
Oh.
visual right yet.
It's not working right? Okay.
No.
Well, this is a video that you guys can watch on YouTube. It's Frank and Rich arguing basically. It's like a minute. It's a minute long. They're arguing on who won. So I think what happened, Frank, I think Frank won in 2024, and I think Rich won in 2023.
We were both right,
Wait,
but I was wrong.
what are the
about year.
chances that Rich finished ahead of me in any contest that we were both in?
Well, let's see. The NHC just a month ago.
Yeah, you finished 108th. You're real happy about that. That
No,
was
I
great.
finished
That was-
42nd.
Yeah, that's great too. 42nd. That's phenomenal. Congratulations.
Hey, good job, Rich. Good job, Rich.
Good job, Rich.
It's,
I got you, Rich. You wouldn't understand.
So-
that he's not a table mate of ours.
right. I was at the champion table, Frank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steve-O,
All right,
You were over there near Portney or whatever.
Steve-O, is Brent
In
trying
his
to get in?
350th entry.
I don't see Brent. Is Brent? Let me see. Brent has a link. I sent an email to all of
He
us.
told me he's got the link on his phone. He's trying to transfer the link, the link from his phone to his computer so he can
I
log
think he's
in.
last pick, anyways. Let's just go.
What's the order, Steve-O?
Say what?
What's the order of people going?
Oh, here it is. Draft order.
Okay.
So Marko kicks it off, and he threw us a curveball earlier. Then we got Stevie D, Rich, Dickie Nelson, Justin, Dylan, Frank, myself, and of course Brent, who's gonna bring up the rear here if we can get him on. So Marko, without further ado, do you want to?
I'll mark it all down too. Like I have an Excel sheet open.
Yeah.
Marco,
Again.
you awake?
Okay,
Marco's
so
still.
are we going to be officially starting this right now? Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I mean, I did a lot of thinking about this pick. Then I was
Hey,
on the air.
Can
I was
somebody?
up in the air.
Somebody needs to tell Brent. Hear me? Somebody needs to tell Brent to go into his email and get the StreamYard link. He clicked the damn link you sent earlier. He's watching us right now, which is weird and pathetic all in its own sort of way.
Jeez.
All right, you know what I'll do?
No, just tell him to go to the email.
Can he just go to the email and pick the link?
I don't think
Click
he
it.
understands that
I
something got
don't know
sent
what
to
the
me.
fuck is going on, but I'm taking
Come on.
Renegade. Renegade's my
That's
first
what I
pick.
picked. All right.
I spell that
Decaspers
right?
is on the clock.
I went back home for that pick.
Nice shot,
I'm
Marko.
taking Commandment.
God,
Commandment.
he's going to win the Triple Crown this year. I'm going to take this.
Okay. Let's
Whoa,
not get
whoa.
too
Who did Marco pick?
Renegade.
Is this already a disaster?
Yeah, seriously.
I can,
I mean, we're two fucking picks into this. Brent can't figure out how to get in. Rich doesn't know who the first overall pick was. We've been talking about it for 2 goddamn weeks. Like, what?
And then, you know what? And I thought Dylan was going to raise your blood pressure because he was throwing curveballs on purpose.
there's no reason to get all excited, Justin. Really, I mean, just calm down.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, there he is.
Right.
All right, Brent.
Feel like I've already won.
All right, Brent. Just so you know, Brent, Marko took Renegade.
Yeah, I was
Stevie
watching.
D
That's
took
what
Commandment.
happened.
Rich is on the clock.
All right.
Okay, I'll take further ado.
Okay. Further ado. Now, if I spell these wrong, just let me know. Wait, ado? Is it ado?
No, it's
Wait,
ADL.
Are you giving me 5-1 again, Steve-O?
we're gonna talk about it after the
All
draft. We're gonna make a bet.
Okay.
Justin is on the clock.
Justin wanted Commandment.
I will shift gears and I will take Potente.
Wow.
There's a waste of a pick.
The first bashing. The first trash talking.
Oh.
As I don't even care if I spelled it right. Dylan.
NHC champion.
Wow. Yeah. How about a big round of applause? Applause for Dylan. All right, forget it. All right, let's go.
Silent tactic.
Anyway.
Dylan, what'd you take?
Silent tactic.
Oh my
And
god.
you're making fun of Deuce, pick?
Hey,
Yeah, that's
Time out.
there too.
hey, this horse
Let me
is
tell
gonna
you what.
run- Hey, this horse is gonna run in all 3 legs.
I am completely blown away right now. I got to be honest.
Dude, I don't. They're all. He's gonna run in all
And-
3 legs.
No,
And because you
sorry,
picked it-
I take that back, Dylan. I forgot that there's 3 legs of this. That's not that bad.
What, did you hear something we don't know, or?
Listen, Cassie likes to run his horses.
Okay, there's a rhyme or reason behind this. Dylan is okay.
I love that pick.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
up.
Frank, Frank,
I'll
2
go-
fills is available, Frank. 2 fills is
No,
available.
I took Mage that year, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
But I will take Chief Wallaby.
Oh my god, I wanted him so bad.
I'll trade you.
Jeez.
I'll trade you him for all 4 of your picks.
Let me tell I love this horse, and by the way, I even know how to spell it correctly because I've been eyeballing this horse, and I was praying he would fall to me. Okay.
Okay, you're up.
Oh God, you know what? Honestly, I'm a panic picker. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Can you give me a
Dude, he
minute?
doesn't know what he's going to do here.
What
No, honestly.
wait, hold on. Wait, Stivo, what horse that was taken already did you not expect to be taken? Was it Potente? Were you
No. There was a couple.
Well, let's see. Silent tactic and Potente. How about that?
No. There's more talent out there than I thought.
Oh.
That's why
Well,
I'm kind of like blown away right now. So I need to.
So there's too many options for you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I have like.
Okay, you're
Oh,
disqualified.
my God.
Let's move along.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
Let's
You know what I'm
Steve.
gonna do?
It's the first round. Come on.
I'm gonna. Okay. Oh my gosh, between 2 horses. You know what? Oh God. Dylan knows what I'm gonna do.
Well, you don't know what you're going to do. How does Dylan know what you're going to do?
Dylan knows exactly what I'm picking here.
Dan and Bourbon.
Well,
Wow.
we'd like to know.
Oh,
my
gosh.
Wow.
Am-
Wow. Wow.
Am I in the right group?
who did
He
he
took
take?
Dan and
In
Bourbon.
the world.
He took Dan and Bourbon to Caspers, and now
Oh
Brent
my
is up.
gosh!
He was on my list of horses I thought would be available
In the 4th
Um,
round.
end of the
Tomorrow.
second round.
Okay. You guys can laugh.
Brent, you're up.
I get 2 picks, right?
We are.
Or is that?
That's 2 picks.
Yep. You got 2 in a row.
I'll do emerging market
Emerging market.
and shit. Emerging market.
Hold on. I didn't spell it right.
Yes, you did.
Fuck, I thought Silent Tactic would fall back down to me, damn it.
Yeah.
And incredible. No, I'm sorry, the Puma.
No, you said it.
No, I didn't finish it. It didn't come out of my mouth, Dylan.
Okay,
He still had his hand on the card.
that is music to my ears because honestly, it was
Puma
between
gets
my.
taken night. That's amazing.
I'm gonna go. It's so happy, and it was between these 2. I couldn't like. So now I got both anyway, so I'm good.
Fuck. there's
I will
one more.
take crude velocity. Sorry.
Oh,
Dylan.
you
God
fucker.
damn it.
Oh, good pick.
That was a great
Are
pick.
you
That was a
kidding me?
Good pick.
great pick. That was going to be my 3rd round pick. And I
damn.
thought I was going to be out. I thought I was going
Great
to
pick
outsmart
for the
everybody
third
else.
Dylan was going to take it on right there in round 2 anyway.
Wait a minute.
100%.
Who's Stivo? Who was your other pick?
My other pick was So Happy.
So
Who's going to get a
Happy?
perfect trip? Isn't that the name of the horse? Yeah, So Happy.
Damn, this sucks.
You don't like So Happy? I think he's got a good shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I had Crude Velocity on my radar.
I'm gonna go with Golden Tempo.
God fucking damn it!
Dang it.
Time out. Wait a minute. Are you guys? Time out. Are you guys? I'm gonna bet Dylan after this.
Unbelievable.
Dylan, are you serious right now?
What?
You took Silent Tactic and Golden Tempo. This guy won the NAC.
Golden
This
Tempo.
guy's won.
Golden Tempo's live.
That
This
was
guy's
my
won $1 million.
I'm not even.
I'm not
the horse
happy
can run in the
right
Belmont.
The
This
first
guy's won $1 million in fucking tournaments and prize
Well,
money.
let's
He's
see. I
picking
wanted
Golden
Golden
Tempo.
Tempo and Crude Velocity, and Frank and Dylan took them. So, not happy right now.
sucks.
All right, Justin, give us. We already know who you're taking. Should I start typing it? We talked about it.
I can't. No, I was going to take Golden Tempo, and I haven't even mentioned that horse all week because not that anybody listens to what I say, but I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna steal this horse late. That Golden Tempo is one of my 3 picks for the Derby. I'll take Full Effort.
That was a lock.
I knew you were taking them.
That was a lock. And I like Full Effort. I like him better than Potente. All right, further ado.
I cannot believe Frank and Dylan's picks.
I absolutely can.
No, because I wanted both of those horses.
Yeah. Golden Tempo. I mean, that horse is.
He's dealing with like a cuticle or like a.
Rich, you're
hernia.
All right, 6 speed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Decaspers.
I'm just blown away right now by a lot of different things right now. By Hall of Famers, people that are winning millions of dollars. I'm just like, I don't know. Mark, please draft a good horse.
Well, there ain't nobody left.
Whoa. Is it me?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
up.
wait a minute.
You're up.
Oh,
Is
my
it
bad.
me?
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. It is you. I had a fat finger. I fat fingered it. My bad.
Yeah. Incredible.
I like it.
I love Stivo's commentary on this. It's honestly like it's softening the blow in a big way for me.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, Incredible. I thought I was going to get Incredible on my way back, but there was too much good talent out there, so I couldn't get him. Oh well, Marko.
You get 2, Marko.
You got 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you kidding me? This guy's already like renegade, and I'm panicking.
Well, the first pick sucks if you haven't noticed.
That was good last year. I won it.
Yeah,
Give
yeah, but
me,
you got
give me Taj Mahal.
No idea.
Taj Mahal.
Preakness contender.
How do you spell Mahal?
Majal.
M-A. Oh wait, M-A-J.
What did we win? Did we win the?
It's Mahal, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Okay, Marko. I don't like that pick. I don't like that pick, Marko.
The
but-
first word is TAJ,
Oh, it's 3 for 3, man.
Oh, T-A-J. My bad.
and then Frank said it's the second word is MAHAL. Take that J out.
M-A. Oh,
There you go.
all right, we're good. Marko, you got another pick, buddy.
And I'm going to go with Tariff Mindset.
Who?
Tariff Mindset.
Who's that?
He's going to be
Marco's
running.
playing the long game.
He's a Chad Brown trainee that's going to be running in the Belmont supposedly. But we'll see.
Okay.
Who did he
We'll see
take?
about that. Tariff Mindset. Marko, he's looking for that $2,000 check from Donald Trump. That's what's going on here.
Hey, laugh now, but this is on video.
It is on video, and I'm going to have a short ripping on this pick.
Half these derby runners won't even run again.
Stevie D, you got a pretty good
for
barn.
Decaspers takes Intrepido.
It worked way too fast.
That's how that. You know what? That's how they did it in the old days. I like it.
I mean, 45 flat. I've never heard of such a thing. I spell that right? Intrepido.
Yeah, there was a tailwind.
Rich had a good thing going until 6 speed.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, we will, believe me. All of us will.
With what? Dan and bourbon?
Oh, yeah.
He was
What did you
on
take,
one
Rich?
today.
Rich, who'd you take?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't. I thought you said something.
All right. I'm going to take Robusta.
That's
Yeah,
it. See?
Are you gonna run him in the Belmont?
Preakness. He's got
I wanted
Preakness
that.
all over him.
I wanted that pick so bad. Nice job. Okay, that was a good pick. I'll give you
He
credit for
ran,
that.
he ran really well last time.
He had a lot of problems.
Sure.
He had a lot of problems there. All right, so that one's gone. That one's gone.
Justin Dew is up.
I'm going to have a big decision to make.
Has anybody taken Dan and bourbon?
Yeah.
First round, Justin.
Oh,
Yes.
He's
Justin,
trolling.
are you serious?
yes.
He's trolling us.
Are you ripping on my pick?
I'm,
No, he just can't believe he got Justin in the first round.
Hey, how's your cough do?
it's not good.
That
I've been
sucks.
stuck in cough drops for 2 days, and
What were you?
it's
What
helping
are you in second?
it's helping a little bit, but it's not helping a lot. Let's put it that way. All right. Well, this is really, really.
Hey, how old were you in this picture, dude? How many years ago is this?
That was when it was 2019 in the NHC when I made it. I was on Steve Bick and Pete Fornatel's show right after I qualified the end of day 2 to make it to day 3.
So 7 years ago?
Yeah. So I was 43. I just turned 43 years old.
Wow.
I am going to go with litmus test.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
What? I mean, you know, Baffert doesn't have the stuff still, right?
I mean, yeah, his Oaklawn shit was just so bad I crossed them off forever. All right, Dylan, you are surprising me, but I'm not going to doubt you ever. So far, you're
Chip
got me scratching my head.
Poncho.
Okay, I like that pick.
Dylan took Chip Honcho, you said, Dylan?
Yes.
So, it's a good pick.
Oh
Pick.
man,
It's a good pick.
it's the ass.
I will take Taptastic.
Oh
Great.
my God!
The other Asmussen.
Oh my God, Frank!
Both of them are
dude,
gone. This is why I'm
Dude,
paying.
Dude, Frank is right in front of me, and he got me twice.
The problem is I don't think Taptastic's going to run until the Belmont.
He's running tomorrow or Saturday, and then you get him for the Belmont after he dominates on Saturday. Oh my God, man! You know what? Now I know. You know, another panic pick for me. Son of a bitch. Although I like my pick so far, actually.
I'm glad
Okay,
you-
I can make. Oh God, what do I do here?
God, the agony. Amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Crown the Buckeye is available in case you're looking for somebody.
I really don't know if these guys are going to stick around, but I'm just going to take a flyer on it. I might as well. I'll get a 2-for-1 deal. Wonder Dean. I got both chaps. Brent, you get 2 picks.
Who did Stivo take?
Wonder Dean.
Is Brent still on? Brent, are you there?
Yeah, he's there.
Where?
Nope.
I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
Oh, am I supposed to?
Hold on.
Oh, my
There he
bad. I
comes.
got
There
you.
he comes. There he is.
I'm sorry.
I,
Did you?
I dropped my connection dropped out for a second, but I'm good.
Oh,
Is
okay.
Albus still on the board?
Yep, you got him.
I'll take Albus. I gotta get another one, huh?
Hey, Brent, are you in a hotel room by any chance right now?
No, it's one of the few times I'm not, which is it's a special day for me.
Pillow fort. Pillow fort.
Pillow fort. Pillow fort. Yeah, we'll get in position. Yeah. Let's see. I gotta get funky. Daniel Bourbon is off. Yeah.
Yeah, I took him. Yeah.
Sons of bitches. How about okay. How about Pashmina or Philly action? Take the girl.
Are you serious? Wait.
Pashmina?
How do you say that? How do you spell that?
You know we don't get points for the Oaks or any Philly race,
He
right?
knows.
Well, I could say. Don't you think she could run in the Belmont? I thought she's a closer.
Pashmina?
Yeah, Pashmina.
I'm just gonna roll with it. Pash.
Is she even
Yeah.
nominated?
Mina.
I think she's a. Hold on, let me check before I fucking.
I don't know how to spell it.
This Pashmina.
It's Pashmina, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Mina.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, now it's back to me, and gosh, you got. Oh my god. Just hang tight for a second, you guys.
She's not even Triple Crown nominated.
All right, let me switch that. Can I switch that? I just looked.
No.
All right, fine. I'll just fucking.
Well,
No, he can switch. Let him switch.
let him switch. Listen, that was
let
a
him
panic. We
Yeah.
we have a rule. It's got to be nominated. Horse has to be
All right.
nominated. Come on.
All right, I'll come. How about Wonder Dean got picked? So I cut out, so I didn't know what was picked. Is So Happy still on the board? Probably gone.
No, I got him.
Command
Yeah.
is available.
Of the Derby horses, Pavlovian is
party.
left, if that means anything to you.
Sure, I'll take Pavlovian. It's fine. At least he'll be running in the race.
There you go.
Okay, who are you taking?
Pavlovian.
Wait, I can't hear.
Pavlovian.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pavlovian.
Pavlovian. Pavlovian.
Oh god.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna just hope I can beat fucking Frank.
Wait, hold on. Wait, is there? Oh wait, no. Are there
Damn,
any
bro.
other Japs?
Huh?
Is there any other Japs that you can take?
Oh God. Yeah, you guys are laughing at these horses, and I'm going to tell you right now, they will both be heard from at the quarter pole, and one will hit the board.
That's not gonna.
That's all I'm going to say. You can laugh at them. The non-bourbon is just looks like a monster. By Maxfield, okay, out of a Tappet mare, thing's bred to the hilt, looks like a fucking Hank. It set track records in Japan. I don't want to hear it. All right, Englishman.
Motherfucker.
Oh damn, that's too bad.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I had to take a Preakness horse. Frank's got a good barn.
I'll take Otino.
Oh, you fucker again! Damn.
Oh,
damn.
that was the horse. That was the horse that is a plotter.
God, dang it.
Is it Tino? How do you like that?
OTTINHO.
God, well done.
Oh, okay.
Well done. Damn.
Not a bad little horse. He's kind of slow early though, but you know. All right, here we go, Dylan.
Oh,
You got.
I got no idea.
Plutarch is available.
Frank, don't. I know Frank's with. Frank, don't. You can't talk until after Dylan picks because
Plutarch hasn't worked for 9 months, so that I'm just telling him I'm trying to throw him off. But he knows that, I'm sure.
Yes. Give me a second. So last round, we can take in a second. Give me Iron Honor.
There you go.
Oh,
Wait, you're taking Iron Honor. That's the other fast.
Iron Honor.
Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah. Okay.
I will take Memory.
Memory, huh?
You
Can
know
you
that
give us a
horse has
little?
to
Can
do-
you get?
You know that horse
Yeah.
has to do good Saturday, right?
Yeah, I think the horse romps Saturday, beats Taptastic.
Romps?
Are you
Oh,
serious?
There's got to be a bet going on here.
Okay, well, all right. That's
The horse romps and goes to the Preakness. And three, by the way, 3 of my 4 horses are Baffert. Exactly how I drew it up.
Rich. You've got Further Ado, who can't run away from Keeneland. You have 6 Speed, who's going to get shot at the quarter pole. You have Robusta, who, I mean, I liked it in its last race, but it's got gate issues.
Hey, can I make a prediction right now, Stivo?
Yeah.
This is
Rich Nilsson will finish in last place.
is this like a tradition now? Making fun of me on here?
No,
Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm going to bet you
Well,
again.
I agree. That
I love-
it's not very good.
It's better than
I'm
Stivo's.
open to wagers again, like the 5-1 for $100 that I got you on last year, Stivo.
I don't know how that happened.
So,
I don't know how that happened. Go ahead. Who do you like?
what are you giving me? What kind of odds?
You
Oh,
didn't
can we
make your
talk
fourth
about-
pick yet.
I mean, can we talk about it after
Okay.
after the draft? Let's get the draft out of the way.
Okay. All right.
Hey Brent, what state are you? Are you at home right now, bro?
I'm at home, North Carolina, baby.
What are your Derby
All right,
plans?
I'm gonna-
While Rich
I'm
taking
gonna
half
take
an hour.
nearly.
Nearly?
I plan to watch it out by the pool. It's supposed to be nice on Saturday.
With or without alcoholic beverages?
Oh, there'll be alcoholic beverages.
Will there be?
How about you? What are you doing?
Will you be hanging out with people of the same sex or opposite sex?
Opposites, definitely.
Hey, Steve-O, Rich took nearly.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. Wait, time out. Nearly? That horse ran dead last in its last race.
He did?
Didn't he?
He ran 4th.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He looked bad. He looked bad in the Florida Derby.
yeah. He ran 4th by 3 as the favorite.
Who do people like on the oak?
Peyton Manning's up. Peyton Manning, make your pick.
Am I Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
What makes me Peyton Manning?
Aren't you a Tennessee volunteer like Peyton Manning?
Oh, you know what? No, I didn't even get that. Yeah, absolutely. Right to
Okay.
party, please.
Right to party. God, that horse has 5th place written all over it in every race. No points.
And last but not least, Marco.
Give me fucking. I mean, this is ridiculous.
By the way, who's pair of mindset?
Dude, I don't know where. Dude, Marco, you really.
Marco,
your
you need
picks
help?
are-
Give me. Dude,
This
that
is
was
so
the
good.
last horse I had on my freaking list.
You could pick.
Give
You
me.
can pick Napoleon Solo,
No, I don't want that one.
Obliteration,
No.
Stark Contrast.
What about the hell we did?
Sure, you can have that one.
I'll take
The
that
hell
one.
we. How do you? Okay, it's just the hell we did,
That's
Or
what
hell
it
we
is.
did.
huh?
Just the
What-
way
I
it
never heard of
sounds.
this horse.
Yeah.
The hell he just did.
Is it one word or
No, there you go. You got it right.
who the hell is that? I never heard
That's
of this
the-
horse.
Brent Keeneland.
That's a good pick, Marco, for 28.
Okay,
There you go.
all right.
Good job, Marco.
All right.
There you go.
I must have been blind on that. So you guys, let's
Hey, I have a suggestion, Stivo. What I would like to do
yeah.
is start from the top, run through all the drafts, and I want to hear Frank and Dylan, the two pro/semi-pro handicappers among us, tell us who has the best stable and the worst stable, but they can't pick themselves for either.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, so we're gonna have Frank and Dylan critique these races or these rosters.
Yeah.
Okay, Marco. After Renegade, it was pretty bad. Guys, go.
Yeah.
I think, or you want to go first, Dylan, or
I've never heard of the second and third round picks.
I think Brent has the best, other than me and Dylan.
Yeah, I
That's
could
my
see that.
opinion.
Let's scroll down. Okay, so Steve, scroll down to Brent. Let's review it real quick.
Well, I thought we were gonna go in order. Okay, we did Marco. We don't like his team.
They've already looked. I mean, but
We don't like. All right. All right. Stevie D has, I think, a pretty good stable. At least his first two picks for sure. But
Yeah, the top two are solid. What's incredible going to be like 10 to 1?
No.
20.
18.
No. Oh, 18.
I think. Listen, Incredible has 2 wins at the track and a super work, and he likes the track. So I like them a lot, and I think he'll outrun his odds.
Go ahead, Dylan. Who's your best?
Rich's team, I already ripped on it 7 ways from Sunday.
awful. Rich's stable is awful.
I mean,
I've got the likely Derby winner,
No, you don't.
and
That horse can't
I've
win
got
away
3
from
other
Dean.
solid horses. So
yeah, I
Six
kinda-
speed.
What's 6 speed? Where'd 6 speed come from? I don't remember that horse.
Oh,
He came
he's
from
your-
Japan.
he's your
That's what he
classic
did.
runner-up in the UAE Derby that you want for the.
I would say Rich.
Mm.
Rich in the Preakness looks formidable. That's where we're getting at.
I
'Cause
just
he doesn't-
just because I think Further Ado can maybe win 2. Like, I just think he's really good. So.
What'd you say,
Okay.
Dylan?
I think Further Ado is good, so I think he could win 2 of them. But him or Brent, I would say.
Well, Steve, let's take a look at Brent's because we.
They got a little
Let's take a
desperate.
look at. All right, so about my team before we get to Brent. I mean,
Terrible.
honestly. Wait, who said terrible?
What's
Oh, Carl Fry. Listen, yeah, are you not getting the buzz with the non-bourbon? I mean, this
I
horse
don't
is,
want buzz.
it's
I don't
the
need-
horse.
I don't
Have
need
you watched
buzz.
it gallop? Have you watched it
Stivo.
gallop in the morning?
I
Steve,
don't-
Breakfast at Churchill Downs.
You know he's got to run around the opposite direction.
Stevo, this isn't Forever Young. This horse.
How
is
do you
not
know?
Forever. I don't think he is.
I think he's better than Wonder Dean, but I also have So Happy, you guys. I mean, look at the time
I
form.
like-
This horse is going to get a perfect trip. So Happy is going to get a perfect trip early
Can
on.
someone explain to me why everyone rips on So Happy?
I don't know.
Because he's slow.
Is that it?
He's not slow.
Okay.
How do you have So Happy slow? I want to hear from you that he's slow when, unless his rag is garbage, but his time form is good. His buyer speed figure is good. What's his rag? I don't know.
He's got the second best brisk speed rating coming into the race.
If he hits the top 4, I'm not hitting anything.
No,
Okay,
I don't.
well,
I picked him
he'll be
for
on
the
my
Santa
tickets.
Anita Derby. He won.
Wait, Dylan, that's an insane comment. If he hits the top 4, you're not hitting. So you can't cash an exacta or a try if Dan and Bourbon. If So Happy runs 4th.
No,
Why?
because I don't like him.
But you said I
That
can't
wasn't the
cash
question.
anything. You said I can't cash anything if he runs 4th, and I'm saying
I
so
bet
you're not-
if he runs 4th, he's not going to be in any of my supers. So that means I missed.
Okay,
the
wait a
super.
minute. Time out.
Okay.
Okay, Dylan, we respect Dylan. Dylan, we threw some numbers out there. Brisk, time form, buyer speed.
Let me go back and look.
Is
at his
there a
papers.
reason why you don't? Why
Let
do
me
you
make
not
sure
like?
I'm looking. Hold on, I'm looking to make sure I'm looking at the right horse. Yeah, no, he's not doing anything.
He's got rateable ability, tactical. He'll get a good trip early as long as Money Mike breaks him clean, which he will.
Sure. The good trip doesn't. The good trip, they're not going to go slow enough for him to hold on. Dude,
what Dylan's
Is that
trying
the
to
horse
say,
that won the-
Stivo, that horse is not fast enough early. He's going to probably, if he breaks in the top 6, he's going to have to run a pace that he's never done before in his life, which means he's not going to finish. If he runs what he normally runs early, he's going to be too far back,
he's going to be in 7,
not be
8.
able to catch some speed horses in front of him, and the closers are going to eat him up.
Huh. Gosh. Okay. You know what? I just see it differently, but God bless you guys. I'm going to disagree.
Hey, Stivo,
This horse ran a 110 E2 pace rating on Briss. That is a monster figure in the San Felipe.
What did Potente run in the Santa Anita Derby?
What number is he?
And by the way, he wasn't setting the pace in the Santa Anita Derby, so he doesn't.
No, that's why he won.
He said San Felipe.
Who beat him in the
Potente ran
San Felipe?
100 to the first call, which in a route race is ridiculous. Like way too fast.
That pace is wrong. There you go.
Okay, a lot of people are making a
Did you
note of the
calculate
sire.
numbers for Santa Anita, Frank?
Pardon me?
You calculated numbers for Santa Anita?
I basically calculate in the Derby. I go back and I do every horse some type of figure and speed figure because it's the only race of the year that I could theoretically in one race cash for $250,000. So I put in tons of work on every horse.
So Frank
and Dylan would tell you the same thing.
Frank. So then Frank and Dylan, you guys are in contests, so you might not want to reveal some things. What conclusion did you come to about Gulfstream and the conversation I had with each of you individually about those speed figures and how good those horses are and what track bias there may have been? You feel comfortable sharing some thoughts on the Gulfstream horses with us?
I'm still, yeah.
I think Frank picked the. Frank
Because
picked
I mean those are some big key horses that are, going to be in people's things, and that's, if you can you're all for them, that's big signal, or if you're completely against them, that's big.
Okay. I get it. That's why I prefaced it by saying you're in contest, man. I don't want to share. So,
Yeah, I'm against commandment, but I thought that we talked about it, Justin. The Puma had wide trips and ran impressively. And I mean, anybody with a brain could see Chief Wallaby. He cocks his head in the lane. He's got the blinkers. He's been working great, and he's emerging. He's an emerging horse. It's getting faster. So out of the 3 horses, I think Commandment's the worst. Sorry, Decaspers, but that's my opinion.
You guys think that's so happy. Where do you think he'll be?
I think he'll be like 5th.
No.
And how fast? I mean, like, what do you
Could
see
be a
the pace
moderate-
being? How do you see the pace being?
Just a regular middle of the road, moderate black pace.
So where do you think Further Ado will be? Do you think he'll, how far behind So Happy will he be? Because it's like, do you think he will, if he's a length in front of Further Ado with a half mile to go or a quarter, there's just no way he outkicks some of these horses.
Further Ado is not going to be on any of my tickets personally. I have to see it to believe it. I don't think he can. He won last year at Churchill. It was slow. It was all out. And all of his other
race that was better.
I'm just saying, all of his other races were much to be as desired, and his 2 Keeneland races are Bellamy Roadish. Bellamy Roadish. That's what he's been doing.
You just said. You talked very highly about the Puma, right?
Yeah, because he was wide. And
I just asked, okay. Do you know that Further Ado only lost to the Puma by 3/4 of a length?
Yeah, I do.
And it was off a layoff.
So why would you talk high? This is not who I like.
No.
Time out. No. if you like the Puma, tell me why you don't like
No.
Further Ado now.
I was talking about the Florida Derby. I said I like the Puma better than Commandment, but I like Chief Wallaby the best out of those three. When it comes to Further Ado and the Puma, I mean, I'm indifferent with each. I don't really like either of them. They won't be on my tickets that I have. But anyway, the Japanese horses, guys, you guys don't like them. Nobody likes them.
Dylan,
The Japanese don't even like him.
hey, Dylan.
We're going to move along. Brent,
Dude, I got
let's look at Brent's. Brent's Barn, Pavlovian, Elba. Elvis is slow. The Puma, he's okay. Emerging Market is too great. I like only 2 starts. I don't know about that.
Albus could do something in the Belmont.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, the Belmont's at a mile and a quarter at Saratoga.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
But
Dylan.
it will be but most likely, when I look at these picks for everybody, when you get to a horse like Albus, definitely slower than a lot of the horses in the Derby, there's a good chance they're going to run Albus back in the Belmont, and the Belmont might only be 6 or 7 horses. And he's a horse that might get third and get you points. And that's what you gotta look at, I think, when you're doing a draft like this is, in the late rounds, you got to take horses that, I'm not saying they're the fastest, but if they get to a 7-horse field in the Belmont, he might need that 3rd place or 4th place, half a point to jump into the winner's circle.
Very interesting indeed. So, all right.
Can we do it? Can we do a heads up bet? Silent Tactic versus So Happy.
Oh,
Silent Tactic.
I'll do it for as much money as you want.
Really?
As much money as you want.
I mean, I think it's a fair bet. It's a good.
100%.
I mean, I don't even know what the odds are. I don't even know what the odds
So
are.
Happy.
I'm going to look it up.
Lower.
I'm going to see if I can find it right now.
It's
See what
probably-
if there's a matchup on that.
He is 15-1. Silent Tactic is 20.
Yeah, well, yeah, I consider them similar. I think So Happy slightly better.
I would
imagine
say
he would be
I
the
would. There you
favorite.
go. I would set the line at So Happy against Silent Tactic minus 110, minus 130.
Plus 110.
Yeah, plus 110. Yeah, for the other side. That's what I would set it at. So Dylan, you would be the underdog there.
Please.
So there you
God.
go, Stivo. If he's giving
know,
you even
growing
money,
up-
you're getting
growing
value
up-
theoretically.
Growing up in suburban Rancho Cucamonga, California, I've been an underdog my whole life. 9 years ago, I was in a severe car accident that left me.
Can you
I'm
get-
not falling. Hey,
where was this
I'm not
talk at
falling
the
for this wheelchair.
Yeah, bullshit. Hey, by the way,
no sympathy from me, Dylan. I could.
do we even know? Do we even know that Dylan's actually in a wheelchair? Does
What
anybody
if it's
actually?
just a long con? What if I'm just fucking with all of you? For the longest of cons.
All right. So
Is it
Dylan,
a possible? Are
Dylan,
you saying?
let me ask you about Potente, Dylan. I mean, I know you don't like him. Can you just explain why you don't like Potente, other than the snarky? He's slow. I get it. You think he's slow.
The
Other
same
than
what I
reason.
need
Is
to
so, the
say.
same reason is So Happy. They're the same
Yeah.
horse.
What has this horse shown anyone that this horse can be faster than these horses at a mile and a quarter?
well, none of them have ever run a mile and a quarter. So
No, but that's, I mean, you have to do some projections, but like,
So hold on, Dylan. So Justin my question that I just asked Stivo, if you like Potente, how could you not like So Happy?
because I think so. The horse that Potente ran with early in the Santa Anita Derby, Robusta, finished butt naked last by 100 miles.
Yes.
Now, I'm not suggesting that these are as good as like the top 3. Okay, I'll give you that. But when you combine Baffert's experience in getting horses ready for the Kentucky Derby,
they're different horses.
Okay.
It's literally that's the only thing that matters is the horse.
Okay.
Like,
This horse is only raced
95% of it, but like
okay. All right, I get it.
No, for the here, hold on, Justin. For the people that are listening, is anybody listening, or are we talking to ourselves?
No, there's people watching.
No, we got watchers.
So here's all that I say. I'm not saying you're wrong in your pick, but if someone likes Potente, you have to like So Happy.
And I'm going to tell you, and granted, you're a pro/semi-pro at this. I clearly am not. My logic is as follows. So Happy had a perfect trip in the Santa Anita Derby. Potente, who was making only his third start in his second around 2 turns, went toe-to-toe with a horse that was so run into the ground, that horse finished dead last by a long way.
Okay, and in that pace battle that you call the pace battle,
yeah, it wasn't a battle.
How far off the lead was So Happy?
Wasn't he 2 or 3 lengths off or something?
Well, a length and a half. But so is that? Doesn't that mean that he ran? Really?
Well,
I mean, a length and a half? Is that
Frank? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since Frank and I talked about the emotional element of handicapping and the emotional toll things take. I think Potente was in a war. You'll say he was in a war with a not fast horse, and maybe you're correct. You added in the 57-4 work, which everybody who I heard said the horse looked like he wasn't even running, and he went 57-4 in a workout, his first workout at Churchill. It's Baffert. It's 4th lifetime start. I think there's a lot of upside. I think there's an excuse to the loss. He beat So Happy in the San Felipe, and So Happy, I think, had a pretty significant experience edge going into that. Right, he had one extra race.
One extra race, yeah.
One extra race, but it was as a 2-year-old.
He sat in the garden and capitalized on a pace that was faster. That in the San Felipe pace was faster. Potente got a dream setup behind horses who were dying at the end.
Yeah.
Look, my pick is the most likely winner is Commandment. I go back and forth between Potente and Full Effort as to like my other key horse. I got both of them in this draft. I mean, do I think
Potente does gallop out well? I'll give you that. He still runs after the wire.
Who does?
Potente.
Yeah, and I just think there's upside there. I think there might be slightly more upside with Potente than a lot of the other horses, and you're getting a lot. You got an excuse for the loss. His buyer speed figure, which I don't look at them like I get it. I know that the buyers have flaws. It's a 95. It puts him kind of up there in the upper echelon of the field, and if he improves, then I think he's a horse that's going to do some good running late and have a shot to win at a price. That's it. That's where it goes. Gun to my head. Could I name, 4 or 5 other more likely winners? Of course. Of course I could. But I think people are dismissing Potente, and I think that's really foolish.
I'm going to be foolish.
You want to do a heads up? Silent tactic versus Potente?
What was Frank saying?
I said I'm going to be foolish.
Okay. and historically, you're more likely to be right than me.
I just think So Happy. I think the reason why Dylan, well, I don't know what Frank's angle is on him, but I was on live for the Santa Anita Derby with Dylan, I believe. And what we saw that day was his pick stumble out of the gate badly and my pick stumble out of the gate badly. And I think for some reason you feel like So Happy just got lucky because Cherokee Nation didn't break well and Robusta stumbled out of the gate. And he beat Potente, who's just not that good, nowhere matched.
Listen, I'm just telling you how fast.
Or am I wrong?
They just didn't. I mean, we could talk about this forever, but that to me, they are way slower than the other horses in this race. And I'm trying to,
and that's how I'm trying to get your conclusion to that, because me and Rich have talked about some of the different numbers on So Happy from that race, and he came home in 12-4, his final 8th, which is important in my opinion. But the buyer speed figure, the Equibase, the Brisk number, the time form number, they're all good.
Yeah,
and
No, I was just going to add. There's 3 horses in the race that have run 2 triple digit brisk speed figures. 2 triple digit, and that's Commandment, Chief Wallaby, and So Happy.
And there's only one horse that has run 2 time form US numbers 117 or higher, and that's Commandment.
Yeah, and So Happy has a 121.
That's
117, Frank. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. So
But-
the bottom line is, Stivo, me
Oh,
and Dylan don't believe those numbers. That's what we're saying.
Okay, it's the Santa Anita number. Or the Santa Anita race is just a Fugazi. It's draw a line through the Santa Anita runners.
It's not
Are
a
you-
draw. I mean,
Are you two doing your numbers the same exact way?
no, he's way more in depth, and I just kind of, fly by the seat of my pants and hope it works.
Okay, well, I think
don't
this
believe
is
that.
fascinating. This is fascinating talk. This is fascinating banter. I like this. This is going to be interesting. And Dylan, I will take you on your bet, $100, straight up. I've watched Silent Tactic.
Come on, let's do
Huh?
more. Let's do more.
No, let's friendly. I'm going to do a bunch of bets. $100. But I
Can I get
I
in
am
this?
worried. I am worried about the breeding end of it. Everybody's talking about Run Happy, but Silent Tactic. I watched him. I mean, he's got one that last gear, and then he's going to show me he could do it again. I don't know. Renegade, I think, blew right past him, and
Ni hao.
and then there was I don't know, the Arkansas Derby. It was okay.
Wasn't bad.
Anyway, yeah, we'll do a hundo on that. Anyway, so the Derby.
The best pick of the draft was Dylan taking Golden Tempo.
No, it was Crude Velocity.
Yeah, that was a good pick. Oh well, Chief Wallaby too. With the first pick, I wanted him badly. I think Chief Wallaby is the most likely winner of the race, in my opinion.
I mean, I like Crude Velocity, but picking him with 11 Derby horses on the board, does that
Well,
make it right?
but when Incredible runs 8th in the Derby, what does that do?
No, I agree. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
I don't want a
Okay.
Derby horse. I don't want to pick a Derby horse
Who's
who
not going to
can't
do
win.
anything?
That's
Yeah, no, I get it.
and here's what I will say: Crude Velocity. I don't know at 1.25 miles,
Yeah.
but at a mile,
He's
he's the
smoking.
fastest 3-year-old in the country.
Right,
He's-
but none of the Triple Crown races are a mile.
Well, but I also don't want to take a horse like, throw one of those out there, Denon Bourbon, who I don't think has any chance at all in the Derby just because he's in the Derby.
He was the 7th pick of the draft.
Hey, listen.
I don't disagree with you, Frank.
Yeah.
People are going to poo-poo on that pick until they watch the race on Saturday. They're going to be like, holy shit, Steve was right.
About
How
what?
much are we betting,
So-
Steve?
happy?
What odds you giving?
Yep.
About him running a big race.
Is he a
Not
front
saying-
runner?
So what's a big race? What are you going to call a big race from him? A top 3 finish? A top 7 finish?
Collecting points.
A top 4
So
finish?
top 4 finish. Yeah.
Okay.
So what if he runs 4th, beaten 12 lengths?
Uh,
Well, he'll get half a point.
I get half a point. I don't know. That would.
And he'll ruin
I don't-
all of Dylan's superfective.
Yep, damn it.
I don't think that'll happen. I don't think a 4th place finisher will lose by 12 lengths. I could be wrong, but
Steve-O, I clearly have a Keeneland Wonder Horse and 3 nags. So what odds you giving me on our head-to-head?
well, looking at here, let me go back to the slide. Looking at your team, or whatever we want to call it.
Bad News Bears.
Let's go look at this. All right, let's see.
Hey, we lost
Stivo, you do know the fastest 3-year-old that you have on your team was your 4th pick. You do know that, right?
Okay, first of all, Denon Bourbon set a track record in Japan. They have a deep, slow track there. So that 150-1 that you saw was actually really fast over there.
He's a good horse. He's definitely a good horse.
The Englishman is super. He was my backup team. I wanted your pick, but you were smart. But the Englishman, yeah, is very, very fast. He's won both his races by 7 lengths, and we'll see what he does against your horse. I'm not pumped about Wonder Dean. I just took him just because. The So Happy pick, I mean, he's been getting shit on a lot on this podcast and this webcast, and I can't wait to see what we talk about shortly after the race.
During the running of the race, I'm only going to be looking at So Happy.
Look at my stable.
That's
Rich, you got a legitimate. Your first pick is a legitimate, candidate to win on Saturday. So that already gives you a heads up over some people.
Probably won't name. Some people won't name.
Right. Here, truth be told, I do like Robusta because I thought that horse had a shot in the Santa Anita Derby, but he broke terribly.
To me, it's a logical Preakness horse for Doug O'Neill.
Yeah, nearly was the horse before the Florida Derby, and then he wasn't.
In the Florida.
Then he wasn't. He wasn't good. 6 Speed is a head scratcher for me. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna gain out of that, because I don't think he's got a shot in hell of winning the Derby or hitting the board. So, do you think he's gonna go to the Preakness?
No, that's clear. That's a Derby pick. Like that's my
Okay.
2 Phils or my Lionheart. That horse could have the lead turning for home. Very possible.
Well, I think he'll have the lead in the race. I think so. I agree with you on that. But, okay, all right. And further ado,
he's going to be 50-1, right?
Yeah. Further
So
ado
what do you want to
is.
do?
You want to bet?
Well, yeah, I thought we were betting.
Yeah, we'll bet. We'll bet a hundo on that too.
Anyhow.
You're giving me 2-1.
No, I'm not. I should be getting odds according to these guys. Hell, Frank put the here. Dylan fucking shoveled the hole, and Frank put the fucking dirt over my casket. So I should be getting 2-1 odds.
Yeah, Rich, you should give him 2-1.
No, I'm not giving him 2-1.
He gave you 5-1 last year. You got to man up and give him 2-1 here.
Absolutely not. He's got
Come on,
a
Rich.
horse I respect. I really think So Happy is very dangerous.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
All the California people hate the horse, and Frank and Dylan hate the horse. And
Wait, are you guys are buying entries into the tournament, right?
Yeah, I'm in the tournament. Yeah.
Who is definitely in the KDBC besides me and Dylan already?
Stivo.
You're in?
And Stivo.
I'm undecided.
Oh, Stivo, you're in already?
Yeah, I won an entry a while back.
Oh, okay. So 3 of us for sure. Anybody else? Peyton Manning, are you still around?
I think he hopped off. He Irish exited.
I think the rest of us should chip in and all buy a ticket together.
I'm down.
Yeah, you guys should do that.
Well, me and Dylan are going to be at the Derby this year, so.
Are you all sitting together? Are you all in the mansion?
Okay, we got some comments here. Englishman will bury crude velocity. I hope that happens.
Tell Pick the Pros and Ponies to. I don't have a DM, whatever that means. Tell that Pick the Ponies to DM me, and we'll make a side bet.
Okay, do that. I'm not sure who this is either. He also goes, Robusta is a bum.
He's right on that one.
He said, I think he's
AI
Elbus.
has 0 chance. Who's AI?
I think he's talking about Elbus.
Albus.
Oh.
6 Speed is a pace casualty.
Pick the pros. Pick the pros? Give us your real name, please.
Pick the pros. You can get a hold of Frank.
Here, I
He's
got
not on
Frank's.
Twitter.
Here, I'll give you Frank's phone number right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's really going out on a limb, ripping on Albus, Robusta, Dana Bourbon. So
Yeah, those are all super, super long shots. We agree that those are not nearly the best horses, but
I think
when you're in a
Bourbon-
draft and you're picking 20th, you kind of run out of options.
Yeah. I like Incredible Command. Okay, well, anyway, it's going to be interesting. I got $100 with Rich. I got $100 with Dylan. Silent Tactic versus So Happy.
Frank's
And I'm
squad
looking-
should be the fucking 7.
Frank, you have a really good team because I like all your. I don't like your last pick, but it's probably. I mean, it's a good pick for a last pick, but I love your first three picks.
That's just a Belmont last pick, 24th pick or whatever the heck it was. That I won't need that extra half a point by then. It'll be already pet.
I think Chief Wallaby is going to be. I was talking to Marko this morning. I'm like, I was trying to convince him to draft Chief Wallaby.
That's who I thought that he was going to draft. That's what I told Dylan this morning. I thought he was going to take Chief.
Marko, you remember that?
I did tell Stivo I was going to take him, but I didn't.
But here's the problem with Frank's stable. Chief Wallaby runs third or fourth gets half a point, and Crude Velocity doesn't run in the Preakness. He's screwed.
Well, that's true.
We can say that about everybody.
Yeah. But
your
your
horse
second
doesn't
pick,
win, and
that's a
it doesn't win
Preakness pick.
Preakness, then you're in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
That's your Preakness pick, right? If that horse doesn't pull off a what was the horse I had last year? What was that horse, Stivo?
Gosker.
Yeah.
Gosker. That's the one that beat me. Gosker.
Right.
I had Baeza.
That was so awesome.
My stable looked like Frank's stable. My stable looked like Frank's stable last year, and somehow you beat me, Rich. I don't know.
Rich, if Further Ado doesn't win the Derby and Robusta doesn't run in the Preakness, you're screwed.
Hey, Dylan, those are excellent points. Excellent points.
I'll be here all night.
So, are there any other bets out here?
Yeah, I'll bet anybody.
I'm afraid, Frank. We should. Can you let me off for half now? I'll just Venmo you $50.
You just heard what Rich said. If Chief Wallaby gets scratched, Crude Velocity doesn't run in the Preakness.
No, he clunks up for fourth.
Yeah,
Clunks up for fourth.
I really wanted Chief Wallaby so bad, and I just knew he wasn't going to last. And Marko, you remember our conversation this morning? I was really trying to.
Maybe we can
Crude
make a trade,
Velocity.
Stivo.
They point to the Met Mile instead of the Preakness.
Yeah, who wants Golden Tempo? Anybody?
Yes.
Can we
I
trade?
do.
Can we trade in this league?
Yes, of course.
Anything.
Oh man,
I didn't know
wanted
that.
Golden Tempo.
I didn't know we can trade.
Well, I don't want any of your horses. Just
You guys, I have two Japanese horses for the price of one. Anybody interested?
No.
Dylan, I'll give you my third and fourth round pick for your second round pick.
Dylan took two of my horses.
No. The only horses I would want on my roster are on Frank's team.
Dude, I thought all you guys were going to shit on Silent Tactic. And he will fall back to me.
You
I
could
think
have
he's
had
a
the
nice-
first pick. Marko, you had the first pick. You could have taken him.
Yeah, but I just figured Silent Tactic, you guys were all just going to shit on him. And then he would just fall like just right in my
I thought
lap.
that had Marko written all over it.
But
I just think
I don't know.
that
I was
Massey's gonna
watching-
run him.
I watched Renegade live out there, and I think he's going to win the Triple Crown. I'm going to take this whole fucking thing.
Oh my God! Come on.
I mean,
Look, I don't make
got a-
rules. You win 3 of them, you win.
he's got a monster kick. I mean,
Did he? I didn't see the Arkansas Derby yet. Did Silent Tactic? Did he have trouble? Is there a reason? Do you have an excuse for losing? Or?
No, he just wasn't fast enough. He's not fast enough.
Renegade just ran by him.
He's run the same race every time, and as the races got harder, he can't beat good horses.
Silent Tactic was my derby pick.
In my opinion, Silent Tactic is getting faster in every race, and he's had slow paces that he's been closing into, and I think he's going to run. I think he's going to get some pace.
I think he got a perfect setup in the Rebel, couldn't win. It was
But he's getting faster.
It was fast enough. I mean, went 46-3 in there. That's pretty good for Oaklawn. I picked him in the Southwest in the tournament. Everybody knows that, and the only reason why I picked him because I knew the outside track of the track was playing good that day, and he motored home 5-6 wide, and blew away a Soldier Diplomat and a 4th string Baffert horse. I can't pronounce the horse's name. Butane. Is that how you say his name?
Butane.
Class president, that horse get hurt?
Yes. Well, he just was training wrong. That's why he was out of the.
I mean, you got Rancho Santa Fe, Circle Tap. I mean, Soldier Diplomat. Yeah, he blew that field away. I like him. I like him as a horse. I just think he's the classic. I'm going to clunk up, finish 7th, get another 91 buyer speed figure, and let's move on to something else. That's my opinion. But Dylan, I might get egg on my face. That's why we bet 100. So happy
That's
versus
why-
Silent Tactic.
That's why we did.
Potente. 6 speed. I mean, Wonder Dean ran him down like he was standing still. I mean, you guys have watched the UAE Derby. Where's Rich? Rich, you watched that?
Yes, it was the horse's first start in a few months, so it was basically off a layoff.
Yeah.
And so he came up a little bit short, kind of like Potente. But these are very sharp connections, let me tell you.
That's the other thing about I'm going to throw out there about Potente is when Baffert trained Justify, he.
Oh my God!
Hold
Are
on,
you
I'm not-
kidding me?
You don't even know what I was going to say.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you said there, you lost all your credibility.
Justify had to be cranked up. And look, he was a superstar, whatever. Potente did not need to be cranked up for the Santa Anita Derby because he won the San Felipe. And I know Baffert wasn't worried about making the Derby. He didn't need to have him ready to go to win. And he didn't win. But he did improve. He's improved at every start, at least from the numbers that I've seen. I have not looked at Ragazine because Dylan won't share them with me. And I just think people are dismissing. I'll bet anybody right now.
You're on.
Yeah, sir, what are we doing? Yeah.
What's the over under? What's the over under on Potente's finish position?
Let's do half. Let's do top 10. Or let's do no. You think he's gonna run well. So do you think he'll hit the super?
So what is Potente? Hold on. What is Potente going to go off at?
13-1.
Oh my God.
No way.
So to finish 4th, he's going to pay $6 if he runs 4th. If there was a betting pool for 4th,
No.
so he's a 2-1 shot to run 4th. Then, right?
If someone would give
He'd
me,
pay way more than that.
what'd you say, Rich?
He would pay way more than that for 4th.
At 13-1, he would pay more than that for 4th.
Well, in a 20-horse field, and first of all, he's not going to be
asking you
14-1. He's going to be higher than that, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, all right. Will someone give me 4-1 on Potente finishing in the top 5?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. How much you want?
Yeah.
4-1 Potente 5th or better.
Yes.
100.
Okay. You're on.
Hey, what should we do? Yeah.
My 400 to your 100.
Yep.
Fifth or better.
Potente fifth or better. And if he
Yeah.
dead heats for fifth, I get half the payout.
No, you still win. Fifth is he's going to get fifth. That's all.
Frank,
You win.
are you giving him a huge overlay? Because you just said he was a 2-1 to run.
No,
fourth.
he was.
I said according to his odds. That was
Yes,
13 to
according
1
to
was
his
his odds.
Yes, according to his
Just
odds.
because that's what he did doesn't mean that's my overlay. Yeah.
Right.
Justin, we could bet So Happy versus Potente.
Yes, I'll take that bet any day. How much do you want?
Just
That's even.
I'm-
That's an even money bet, I would say.
Yeah.
yeah, $100.
$100, you're on. Who's
And
recording?
can I
it?
do? Wait, it's gonna be recorded. It's gonna be on YouTube. Can we also do Denon Bourbon versus Potente?
No,
Okay.
because
You think the non-Bourbon's going to finish in the top 4?
No, I don't. Denon Bourbon's a foreign horse I know nothing about.
I think he's gonna beat Potente. That's what I'm betting.
No, I asked Justin. He just bet me he'll finish in the top 5, but he won't bet you
Right.
because he must think your horse is going to finish in the top 4.
I could see Dan and Bourbon running fourth. I mean, why can't that happen? I mean, that ridiculous Hollendorfer horse in the Justify Good Magic Derby ran fourth. The horse wasn't that ridiculous actually, but I mean, anybody can run fourth. Not anybody, but
No. Right to Party is not going to run fourth. You know who else isn't going to run fourth? So Happy and Potente.
well, I got him to run fifth, so that's fine with me.
It's really the Derby. Just toss the foreign horses, toss the 2 Santa Anita horses, toss the Wood horses.
You want to say downgrade the Florida horses, but you're not going to because we're on the air.
Oh, listen, Intrepido, toss. So litmus test. I don't know what the hell he's doing in here.
Were you, Justin, did you say that about me or Dylan?
Dylan.
Oh.
I gave my I think Commandment is a bet against.
I don't know what your basis for that is. He's an absolute fighter. He's a
I just think
winner.
I just think as we get closer to the Derby, well, first of all, I think the Pumas had wider trips and tougher trips than him, and I think Chief Wallaby is just right before our very eyes, just getting way. I think the blinkers are just only going to help him, and he's thriving. And I like those 2 horses better.
I think Chief Wallaby is the sucker bet of the year.
Okay, all right.
I think he's the horse that everybody thinks they're gonna be smart by picking. And he's lost, he's had trouble, blah blah blah. He's gonna do good. I think he's a good horse. I think Commandment is better. Obviously,
I mean, Free House was better. Free House was better than Silver Charm early on. Beat him every time, and then Silver Charm beat Free House in the Triple Crown races.
Yeah.
I just think you want to look at it that way.
If I think of the top 3, Commandment I think is the most likely. Obviously, those 3 could run 1, 2, 3. No one's surprised. We haven't talked about.
My question always to handicappers is, what makes those 3 horses, Commandment, Puma, Chief Wallaby, all ran pretty similar races when they ran against each other? How do you poo-poo one of the 3 and like the other one considerably? I don't understand that unless you come up with a reason to say this horse had a ton of trouble.
Well,
I don't understand how handicappers do that. I get really confused.
What I said was Chief Wallaby I thought was the sucker bet, and my logic for that is I think if Chief Wallaby had won if he had won his last 2 starts, I don't think as many people would be on him. I think
what? How does that make any sense?
It happens all the time. I think people think they're.
I don't know about that.
So Chief Wallaby was undefeated right now. You think he would be higher odds?
I don't think he'd be the buzz horse like he is.
Do you think he would be higher odds than he is right now? If he is 3 for 3 after Belmont won this race last year?
Well, let's see.
An undefeated Florida Derby winner would be the favorite.
Yeah, I think this. Let me rephrase it. there are a lot of people who I think feel they're being sneaky and clever by picking Chief Wallaby. And I just think they're going to find themselves, the horse is going to be wanting more. Again, I think Commandment is the winner of the bunch. And I think he's going to
Can we do a bet further ado versus Commandment?
No, I wouldn't do that because, I mean, I don't have that much. I would say Commandment is, I think, the most likely winner, but I don't think that he's that much of a lock over either of the other two to bet money. I mean, yeah, I think Commandment.
So that's way different than what you just said.
Which was which was what?
That Chief Wallaby is the sucker horse. You just said Commandment's not that much better. So which one is it?
Well, I think I'm saying the same thing. I think Chief Wallaby is the buzz horse. Everybody's talking about him. Those horses, in my experience, never run that well. I think he's going to be overbet, and I think it's primarily because people think they're being clever, coming up with a horse that almost beat Commandment the last two. Now, what was the other statement that you thought was a contradiction?
Well, you just said that you won't bet.
Yeah, because
Commandment against those two horses because there's not much of a difference. So that's that seems like a contradiction.
I thought I was asked to do Commandment versus Further Ado, wasn't I?
Yeah, but then you said against those other two horses or something. So I thought you threw Chief Wallaby in there. That's all I'm saying.
No, the other two horses.
Like I said, my whole point is here: when handicappers look at races, they don't really have facts to back it up. They're just saying, because this horse beat this horse by a half a length, I think today he's going to beat him by 6 lengths, but they don't have any info to say why they're going to beat him by 6 lengths or 5 lengths or whatever it is. Now, if you said this horse is going to beat this horse again by a half a length, okay, that's I could see that happening. But how do handicappers poo-poo horses who just ran right next to each other in almost the same trips? And again, this doesn't mean who I'm betting or who I like in the race. I'm just trying to do some handicapping lessons to anybody who's listening.
Yeah, and I'm not poo-pooing Chief Wallaby. I said I think he's the sucker bet of the race, which means to me, wise guy horse, sucker bet. I kind of mean the same thing with all the terms that I'm using. I think he's going to be bet by people who think they're being clever. Some people call that the wise guy horse, and those horses don't win. And I think the same thing's going to happen here. Now,
you want to do Commandment versus Wallaby?
Sure. I mean, if I make a win bet on Commandment, which I will be, I'm basically doing that already. So, I mean,
I don't know. You got a new business. Save your money.
Yeah. No one's talked about full effort, really. I mean, I know some people
full. And here's my opinion on full effort. He is and this is not a knock on him totally. It's a little bit of a knock, but he is the poor man's Two Phils. And what I mean by that is he hasn't run as fast as Two Phils did in Two Phils' last synthetic race, but it's not too much of a difference. Like he ran pretty fast last time, okay? But now you got to bank on him to do it from a miserable post, in my opinion, and he still has to improve. Where Two Phils, his race before the Derby, he jumped up and ran super fast. Full Effort jumped up and ran fast, but not quite fast enough to win a Derby yet. So now, if you think he's going to jump up several lengths again, I would agree with you. He's a trouble horse for me because he is close to fast enough, but now he's got to do it on the dirt. So I struggle with that a little bit,
Okay, but what you said, the post. I mean, talk about that. You think the post is going to be that disadvantageous for a horse with his running style?
I think anytime you break from the 20 post in a 24 horse field, it's a disadvantage. I don't want to be out there. I mean, because what's going to have to happen to him?
He's going to drop so far back.
Yeah, either he drops so far back to last, or let's say he drops all the way back to 17th or 18th, which puts him at a disadvantage, I would say, right?
Yes.
If he gets the 10th or 12th, he's probably going to be 4 wide, 3 wide that first turn, and that's going to be as close to the rail as he ever going to get. He's going to be 3, 4, 5, possibly 6, 7 wide, unless the jockey gets really, really cute and finds a hole. And that's just a hard thing to do it. You know, it's a tough thing to do. You like Pick the Pearls just said, good luck from the 20 post. It's a hard thing to do. You know, it's definitely not, I wouldn't say he's phony. That's not my opinion there. I don't think he's phony. He ran fast last time. He improved, but he ran fast on synthetic. You know, that's what I'll say. If he would have ran that fast on dirt, the 20 post, I would have evaluated him even more. But he's a horse. I'll tell you right now, he will be in my superfectas and or whatever that octect thing that they're going to have again. I'll be betting him in there. But yeah, he's a horse that. But again, a lot of these come down to odds for me. I mean, what kind of odds does he get, Justin? Would you say?
I think he's also a little bit of a buzz horse, not as much as Chief Wallaby is. I don't think he'll be 20-1. I'll bet you he'll be 15, 16-1.
Oh, really? You think he's lower than his morning line?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Ed DeRosa, who I think has occasional good opinions, picked him on top. I just noticed that Full Effort has multiple bullet works over dirt as a 2-year-old, including a bullet fast as a 56 a year ago at Keeneland.
He just had a bullet the other day, didn't he?
He's been training really good.
Yeah, he likes the surface. He's been doing well there.
But here's what we got to remember about. Here's what you got to remember about Derby horses. If the intentions are for a trainer to work a bullet, every one of these horses could work a bullet if they want to. So that's where workouts are.
Yeah.
They can be very misleading. I mean,
yeah.
You got theoretically the 20 fastest 3-year-olds in the country. Every one of them, if they want to work a bullet, could work a bullet.
Frank, can you?
Okay, wait a minute, real quick. Frank made a good point there, and that brings me to Chief Wallaby's last work. I mean, just watch it, Justin, and I think you'll be like, even a novice guy that bets horses is going to look at that work and be like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
So
I consider myself a novice, very novice guy on workouts. I don't know what I'm looking at in a workout. I'll be very honest. Because if you work 48 seconds flat, 48 flat, or whatever these horses normally work, big deal. They do this in their sleep. That's nothing. That's not doing anything. They're supposed to gallop out great, right? So I don't even, like I said, I don't know what I'm looking at in works. Whenever I hear a workout, I rely on people who do it for a living. Maybe you guys are probably better than me on watching works. I admit I don't know what I'm watching, but when I go and watch horses work, I rely on very, very smart people that I stand next to and say, was that work impressive? Was it okay? What was their intention? And if you don't know their intention, works don't mean anything.
Yeah, I think when an exercise rider or jock is just like a statue, and the horse makes a move with just a slight flinch of the hand and goes, and it doesn't have to be a bullet, but if the horse is just doing things on its own effortlessly, I mean.
But when they go 48, they're supposed to do it effortlessly, right?
Well, yeah, but you've seen like horses all out working hard and breathing heavy, and they're getting whipped. I mean, as opposed to a guy just sitting.
That's different. That's a totally different thing. If I see that from one of these horses, then it's an automatic throw out, right? I mean, that's different.
Yeah.
But my point is, I think every one of these horses could work 48 seconds for 4 furlongs and do it very comfortably because they're just that good.
Stivo, do we have a head-to-head on Wallaby versus Commandment?
Oh, me and you?
I have
No,
one.
you and Dylan do.
What,
No, do it with Stivo. Do it with Stivo.
No. Who do I?
I
have?
like I like Chief Wallaby's an A play for me.
I just
on
want to
all
know
my
who my
derby
bets.
stuff.
I have $100 with Frank Potente top 5 at 4-1, and I've got $100 Commandment versus Wallaby with somebody. Who is that?
Well, it was going to be me, but if Stivo wants, that's Stivo's horse, Wallaby. Just do
No,
it.
I'm doing it with you, Dylan.
You know, guys, let's talk a little bit for anybody else who's listening, because there are some people listening. How do you attack? And let's ask Dylan this. I'll ask Dylan, and you guys can chime in. How do you don't have to tell us who you like, Dylan, but how do you bet the Derby? Are you making win bets? Are you using 2 or 3 horses on top? Are you using one horse in first and second? You don't got to tell us who you're who you're using. Just tell us a little structure as to how you're going to bet the Derby, most likely, 72 hours out or whatever we are.
Well, I mean, if the horse I like is going to be a good price, then I'll bet him to win. But it's all, contests. Like, it all depends on if I'm live to something. I don't really know. But, like, I know I'm going to be playing the try and the super, and I'm just basically Silent Tactic is going to need to run in third or fourth at least.
So, in other words, you're going to play the race. And you said it, so you're using Silent Tactic.
Yeah.
So you're going to use Silent Tactic potentially third and fourth by himself with lots of other horses, and you're just going to try to get him to run third or fourth.
Yeah, but not even.
Okay.
I don't like a lot of horses, so I'm going to be pretty thin in here.
But how do you attack a Derby? I know you're making a 3-horse exacta box because you do it every year. You said.
Well, it's probably going to be 4 horses this year, actually.
Okay.
And then I'll probably do a 4x4 by 6x7 trifecta. Because I like some prices. And I'll have a win bet, maybe even a win place bet. And then I'll play a superfecta with.
Wait, did you say the win? Did you say the WP word?
I might do win place. It depends if I go with golden tempo or full effort as my win bet. It's probably going to
Even Dylan's dogs are crying at some of your statements right now.
I know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just going to kind of wing it. I don't know. I think my win bet is probably going to be.
Well, here's a question I'll have for you since you said it. I'm just going to ask for you to paint you just painted a little picture for us of what you're potentially doing.
Yeah.
So you're making a win bet, but then you're going to make trifectas and superfectas with 4 horses on top.
Yes. Because
explain to us how that makes sense to a novice guy.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to me. I also said that I would gonna make a win bet on Commandment, and then I just said I was gonna make a win bet on full effort. So or maybe golden tempo. But I've also got a bet on Potente to finish in the top 5.
Wait a minute.
Dude.
Are we all looking at the chat here? Because Dylan's. I mean, come on, Dylan. Give your mom some picks.
That's not.
I mean, come on.
I have no idea what I'm doing. The answer is I have no idea what I'm doing.
Hey, Eileen, I know you're watching. If you DM me, I'll give you my picks.
Yeah, go with Frank's picks.
Is there a dog being murdered somewhere nearby?
Sorry,
That's
hold on.
Dylan's dogs.
Well, I'm going to mute this. Hold on.
As far as how I'm going to bet first of all, in the contest, you guys, you can't play a super, correct, Frank?
Correct. No supers.
Yeah. So no supers. You're going to have to do that off to the side. I'm going to be keying on a horse in the turf race before the Derby with some massive doubles to my top 3 opinions in the Kentucky Derby. I'm going to be doing.
So are those doubles going to be enough to get you to $50,000 in the contest?
Well, it just all depends. Yeah, it's going to be part of it. I just said massive. I don't know. We'll see what my bankroll is like by then. I've got I have a structure of what I want to do. I want to have at least a decent enough bankroll going into that turf race and into the Derby so I can make some noise. I mean, you're going to make most of your money. Like last year when you won the tournament, you hit a gigantic, you bet a trifecta that hit. That was what, a $50 try or $100 try? I forgot how much it was.
I think I had the try for 180 some dollars. I had $1,000 exacta, and I think I had the try for, I don't know, 180 or $200 try and $1,000 exacta.
Okay. So
I had 1750 on each of my entries last year. My goal was to get to 6,000 on one of my entries, and I was just going to make a $3,000 box, sovereignty and journalism.
okay.
Thinking I'm going to get 20 to 1 times 3,000 is 60,000. That was my goal last year. I cut myself short going into the Derby, and because I lost all my mandatories, I didn't cash a penny, so I had to change and not make exactas. I did make exactas, but that wouldn't have got me to my 60,000, so I had to combine it with trifectas, and that's how I got my $1,750 up to 67,000.
So you bet in the Derby a total of what? You were able to parlay. You said 1,750.
Yep, I had
To-
1,750 on each entry.
Yeah.
I had two entries. On one, I went sovereignty on top of journalism with 4 horses. And on the other one, I went journalism over sovereignty on top of those same 4 horses.
Okay.
For basically almost the same amounts. I bet a little bit more bigger tries, I believe, with journalism because he was a lower price. But my Christmas tree, that I call it, was very thin. It was really 2 by 2 by 4, So
yeah, and I'm going to play some tries too, but I think so. We can agree that the Derby is the race where you're going to make most of your money, and most of the players that's where the big money is going to come in. So what I want,
I could be at 70,000 way before the Derby.
yeah, see, last year, Stivo, my best bet of the day, which is very rare, was the Derby. And that's never probably going to happen in my life again. It never happened up until last year. So most likely I will try to get to a number before the Derby, and I will then say, okay, Dylan Donnelly, come run me down. Mm-hmm. Because as of right now, I don't think I can make a try 1 by 1 by 4 or 2 by 2 by 4. I don't think I have that confidence as of right now that I could pull that off in the Derby. But I think I can in some earlier races. Might not be one race, it might be 2 to put up a big number. So that's probably how I would structure for the contest play is totally different than betting day to day. You're betting bigger dollars, most people, in contests because there's a carrot at the end. There's a big carrot at the end where not only do you cash for whatever you cash in the race, there's a prize thing that's going to be you're probably going to get another 150,000 in prize money this year if you do win the contest. So that's huge when you're talking ROI in this game.
So I have 2 opinions that I like a lot, and I think, I don't know, you guys probably, Justin, I mean, Dylan, you know who, Dylan, you know the 2 horses. Dylan, you know the horses that I like, most likely. I only like 2 horses on the undercard a lot. The rest of them, I kind of want to you got to bet $250 in 7 races total. So the Derby's 1, so I can throw that off to the side. So it's 6 races total. I have 2 horses that I love a lot. So really, there's 4 races where I have to bet $1,000 that I really don't want to bet. So I'll just, I don't know, skate through those, maybe do something very conservative and get out of that. And then I have 2 other races that I really want to pound, and then I want to bet the Derby big. So there's 3 races that I really.
Yeah.
So if you lose your first 4 mandatories,
you got it. Yeah.
then what do you do? Do you have enough capital to get to 50,000 on those bets?
Well,
or do you have a structure that can do that?
I would hope the way I structured my bets that I wouldn't lose all that capital. But anything can happen. I was when I say conservative, it's going to be really conservative. And I need one of my other two hit.
So you're going to try to keep you're going to try to hit your mandatories, and then with the 3 races you like, one of those can get you the win.
No,
it
won't
get
get
me. Do you have to hit 2 of 3, or you have to hit all 3?
It probably won't get me the win, but it'll get me a lot of money. Especially with the other race being before the Derby potentially.
Just make sure you give yourself a chance to win. That's just
right.
Please, guys.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be math.
Try for
No, absolutely. You're not here to Yeah, you're here to win it. Yeah, exactly. Bet to win, and then if it works, it works.
Yeah, but also like you don't have to go. If you cash for 18,000 and you're going in, and you're at 18,000 and you're going into the Derby, like you don't have to go. You don't have to go broke.
No, yeah. If you got 18 grand going into the Derby, then you could bet $5,000 and make 50,000 with 5,000 easy or less. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Bet 1,000.
Yeah, you could do anything. You could. Well, I like to do a 3-horse exacta box. I do it every year, like a big exacta box with some prices. Great if it hits, and you can calculate it. We can look at the pools. Then I like everybody's betting trifectas.
So when you say big, is that $100 3-horse exacta box, a 500? What would
it would be depending on the odds. It would be probably 250 to 500. Yeah, somewhere around
exacta
there.
box.
Yeah.
Okay. So
At least 200.
500. That's 3,000. That's 3,000. You're going to bet in the race.
Yeah. At least. If I have a good bankroll, because I want to. If I only had 3,000, I wouldn't do that because I would want to potentially do something else with some tries or something. But I don't know. Maybe I just do that bet if I have a strong enough opinion. If the will pays compute to.
Well, to get the 50,000, if you're doing a $500 box, it's got to pay 100 to 1 on the lowest exacta, right?
Right. Yeah. And the horses that I like.
That's how people got to play contest, in my opinion. If you're doing a 3-horse box.
Yeah, the horses that I like, it'll pay that. You know, I mean, easy. Well, easy, yeah. Well, Chief Wallabee's going to be in there, but I'll have some prices. And I don't know. You guys know the other one, but
you don't got to say who your horses are. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I don't care.
It doesn't matter who the horses are. Yeah. We're just talking bet structure.
Right.
How do you play it in contest, and how do you? The one recommendation that I would give to anybody is. If you're a recreational player and you're just coming out to the racetrack with a couple $100 or $100 and you just want to have fun, I get it. Just make your $2 exacta boxes for every race, bet for recreation and have fun. But if you're trying to win long term, you can't consistently make big numbers 4 or 5-horse exacta boxes. In the long run, you're going to get destroyed. It just doesn't make sense because you're not going to be right enough times to make up for the loss where you don't hit it all. So what I would say to people, if you're going out there, have fun, pick whatever publication you want to follow. If you don't enjoy your stuff, if you don't do a lot of the work and have fun at it. But if you're trying to be serious, pick a horse you like and key that horse on top. I was kind of picking on Justin a few minutes ago where he said he's going to make a win bet, but then at his trifectas, he's going to use 4 horses on top. I don't understand that theory because you really don't have a win bet then. If you're going to use 4 horses on top in your trifectas, you shouldn't be making a win bet then because if you are, then only use that horse on top or maybe one more just in case. But to make a win bet and then bet 4 horses on top in your trifectas, that doesn't make sense. That's not That's not a
I
winning
agree.
strategy.
I'd like to have an opinion on a winner, and then I'll key 3, 4 horses underneath, and then, or sometimes I'll just pick the exacta and then throw 4 horses underneath in the third slot, and just bet it big. You want to hit the trifecta 10, 20, 50 times if you can, whatever the minimum amount is. But putting 4 horses on top, I agree with you. I don't like that.
Well, unless your 4 horses are all 20 to 1 or larger, then it could make sense, because then you're trying to, you're spreading a lot.
I guess. I guess you could do that in the Derby if you want, but I want to have opinions, and I'm gonna have 2 on top, not 4, and then I'm gonna make several different trifecta bets. I'm gonna have a key horse. I'm gonna have maybe 2 on top. I'm gonna throw my key horse, probably some other horses underneath that I normally might not have. Sometimes you could beat yourself, and sometimes you just got to throw a horse in there.
No. Don't listen to what he just said. Don't just throw a horse.
Don't be defensive.
Yeah.
If you're scared of someone, if you don't like them, don't use them. Jeez.
Well, I know, but if you key a horse is what I'm saying, why not throw an extra horse in there?
You're just throwing money. If you don't, do you like the horse?
If I kind of liked it, but I like it's a 20 horse field. I kind of like a horse, but I like these horses better.
You better have it for more with those other ones.
And that horse beats me. Now, it's a tournament or it's the Derby, so you're going to bet more money. Now, normally, I wouldn't do that. What you're saying day to day, right? But for the purposes of the Kentucky Derby, dude, Rich Strike won this race. Mind That Bird won this race. It's like those horses weren't on my radar.
Did you have any of those horses?
No, but what I'm saying is, I wish I would have.
You're probably never going to have them again when they win.
I had all those other horses, and I could have made a big. Well, I wouldn't have keyed them on top, so they won the race.
You never would have used those horses anyway. So don't even talk about those horses, right?
Right, but underneath here, what's a horse underneath that clunked up, and you're like, you thought about having it. I guess what I'm saying, Denon Bourbon is going to. Who wants to bet me on Denon?
Can you just tell me one quick reason? Is he fast enough to win this race with the Japanese numbers?
Everybody like. I like the way he moves on the track. Again,
Okay,
I don't exactly.
No, nothing to do with morning stuff. Nothing to do with anything in the afternoon that says that he could win this.
The Japanese contingent say he's faster than Forever Young.
No way. What Japanese guy said that? I want to talk to that Japanese guy.
At the same time, he set a track record in the same race that Forever Young won to come here. So
how fast was the track playing that day?
It was I don't know, but it was like 10 lengths faster than what Forever Young ran.
Yeah, what if every race that day?
The track was 15 lengths fast that day?
Every race that day went 15 lengths faster than normal.
Okay, if that's the case, then fine. Is that what happened that day? I don't know.
We're asking you. You're the one that told us
you like the horse.
That's what I'm hearing from the Japanese contingent. They like him. They say he's run faster than Forever Young in the same race, and he's coming in here good. And he's been galloping well. And Forever Young. What was Forever Young's? Nobody liked Forever Young, really.
A lot of people. Did he go off at like 6 or 8 to 1 that year?
Yeah.
Was he a price?
Yeah.
He okay? So people bet him. Okay.
The resumes don't compare at all.
Okay. Okay, you're talking about
Rich,
the total resume.
Rich, what was that, Rich? I didn't hear that.
The resumes of the 2 horses don't compare at all. Forever Young.
You're right. Denon Bourbon had a better resume than Forever Young coming in.
Close.
He won.
Forever Young was like 7 for 7. Okay, he was considered one of the greatest Japanese 2-year-olds of all time. But on top of that,
he was trained. So because he won the UAE, or what did he win?
He also won the Saudi Derby and he won the UAE Derby. He
traveled internationally.
So Wonder Dean is better than Denon Bourbon than what you're logic.
No, they're 2 different things.
Dude, Forever Young had a tremendous 2-year-old record into 3-year-old, and he traveled internationally.
Megan.
But on top of that, he was trained by the Bob Baffert of Japan. This guy who trains Forever Young is like the greatest trainer in the history of Japan's racing.
Okay.
Rich, was Forever
And
Young
that's
really?
that-
Was Forever Young 7 for 7 going into the Derby? Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh,
And that's probably
that's why he
why-
went off like 8-1.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
probably
I didn't
why-
Know, I didn't know that. Yeah.
That's probably why he took all that money, because he was 7 for 7 and had the Bob Baffert of
Yeah, but people
Japan.
didn't know he was that guy. That nobody knew that about the trainer. I mean, but that guy had won 2 Breeders' Cup races. He was the one that pulled off that distaff win a few years ago.
All right, here's his race. Let's take a peek at it. I think he's number. I guess he's number 5.
You're going the wrong way. It's just like, fuck with that horse's head.
I mean, he's a good horse, but also he ran 2 of his 3 races have been in the mud. I mean, he's definitely a good horse.
So here's the first thing, Stivo. And again, I'm not arguing. I don't know anything about these horses. I'm just saying he just won by 3 lengths, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And he beat 2 other horses by another length. So are we going to say that 4 of those horses, if this horse is that good and he does win the Derby, those other 3 horses are probably going to be in the superfecta or close to it also, just by watching that finish. Doesn't that seem hard to believe?
I don't know about that. I mean, everything's different. You can't.
Why can't you?
Because
that's how we do it. That's how we make.
I don't know
speed
anything.
figures.
I know, but I don't know anything about those other horses. And
Well,
this
no, what you
horse
do
was
know, they were within 3 lengths of Forever or whatever that horse is.
3.5 Denon Bourbon. But keep in mind, Denon Bourbon was like won both of his races by 15 lengths coming in. He was the odds-on favorite, and then he blew him by 3.5. There was a 1.125 miles. It was a muddy track. And by the way, we might get a little bit of rain. I'm hearing. I don't know, but
Hey, I'm not saying that you're not right here. Maybe he does win. What I'm just saying is, if you watch that race, he only beat 3 other horses by a total of 5 lengths. That means those horses must have been pretty damn good too, right? Are we gonna? I personally couldn't believe that 4 Japanese horses. Now, if he would have won by a dozen there, then I would have said, "Oh, now I got something to go on here because maybe he is."
well,
A
that
super
was
horse,
the that was the Derby prep to come here, and I'm sure those horses had some talent. I don't know.
So Forever Young was 5 for 5.
Okay.
He was.
How many, Rich, in his last win before he came here? How many lengths did he win by? I'm curious.
He won the UAE Derby by 2, and there was a gap of 5 to the show horse.
That was a good horse. That was a good
Okay,
deal.
the previous race he won at a different track in the Middle East, the Saudi Derby, and he beat Bookham Dano, who in hindsight, of course, was a great
Sprinter.
horse. And there was a gap of 6 lengths to the show horse. But his
That horse
3
was
races in Japan, his previous race in Japan, he won by 7 lengths, gap of 2.5 to the show horse.
Yeah, and that's what I look at. I mean, again, Steve-O, maybe you are right. Maybe this is the next Forever Young, but it just seems like these Japanese, we've only seen one of those in our lifetime. And when they're all bunched like that, and I have nothing else to go on other than that one race, and I don't do speed figures for Japan because I had no idea how to do them or what, like Marko said, they're going the wrong way. I don't know if that matters or not. I don't know none of that stuff. So, if a Japanese horse ever wins a Kentucky Derby, it's impossible for me to cash a winning bet in the Kentucky Derby because I don't even know how to handicap those horses. I don't even know what to do.
And over the years, you've done a good job of completely tossing them because they rarely do shit.
Yeah.
Forever Young. Who else has hit the board?
How many of them have been in there? T.O. Password and two other ones.
lot.
They
There's been
Well,
a
that's
there
the
hasn't
thing.
been.
What's the chances
No,
he's another Forever
wait a
Young?
minute.
It's not likely, right?
You're mixing the Middle Eastern horses with the Japanese horses. Japanese horses, they have a better breeding program now. They're bringing in. I mean, the international stage. It's been Japan really. They've been doing very well, turf racing and dirt, all over.
Well,
the
they had
globe.
that one. They had that one good year 4 years ago or something.
Delmar.
Ever since then, the only horse that's run that I know of is Forever Young, and he's. Other than that, has there been another Japanese horse to be successful?
Yeah, well, Breeders' Cup, they've won a lot of races with horses.
They have?
2-year-olds at the. Well, yeah. Well, I picked one of them at one. I can't. I can't remember the name of the horse off the top of my head, but yeah, they've won a lot of races. Look at the Dubai cards. All those turf races. They win them all. I mean, the last 3 years they've been dominating. They won the Dubai World Cup.
But what does that mean?
Three
when
of the
they come
last
here?
4 years.
We're not running this race in Dubai. We're running this race in Louisville, Kentucky.
I know,
year.
and then okay, well, Forever Young won the classic. All right, you're saying
he
he's
decided on the track, boys.
Well, yeah, it is.
Hey, look, here's the Japanese horses Kentucky Derby results.
All right,
14th,
I'm dropping off.
9th,
Night,
14th,
guys.
See you, Rich.
Later, Rich.
14th, 9th, 6th, 13th, 6th, 12th, 3rd, 5th, 12th, 19th.
Okay, got a 6th and a 3rd in there and a 5th.
Dermasotogake, pretty decent.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Who
T.O.
knows?
Password ran 5th.
Just the odds are you're going to do just fine tossing them.
You're right. Until it's not a good time, and I want to be on the front of the trend, and I believe that. I think the non-bourbon has a lot of class, and we'll find out. I think they like him. I think he's.
What do you mean class?
Well, I look at these guys are. Look at the breeding of this.
Do you know anyone who he's beaten?
Do I know any? No, I don't know. Listen. He won the race, the prep race to get here, so that's who he beat.
Those what if those were 8 maidens?
They're not 8 maidens. Okay, so Commandment and the Puma and here you're saying So Happy. Brisk numbers are good. Buyer speed figure is good. Time form's good, but he's no good. The non-bourbon ran 150 and 4 on a muddy track, which was 3 lengths faster, I believe, or 2.5 lengths faster than what Forever Young ran. But that's crap. And So Happy is crap.
What if you can only run fast on a muddy surface?
Well, yeah. I mean, what if I
every
bought
day,
a lottery
Stivo,
ticket and I
every
won the
day is a
lottery?
different day. That's why track variants are made. Just because look at Churchill on the turf.
I know that.
Every day they're breaking track records on the turf because it's we don't even know what's happening because the run-up could be different. There's all kinds of stuff that's different.
It couldn't have been that. It was a muddy track. I don't know. Maybe it was concrete underneath the mud. I don't know. But he's won on a fast strip. He's won on a muddy track. He won his maiden
Marko,
by 10.
talk some sense into your brother, would you please?
That Jap ain't gonna hit the board. Well, he might.
Okay, yeah. Come on, dude. He won his maiden.
Renegade's gonna outfinish him for sure, 100%.
Well, yeah, he's the favorite, but
so
I think
you laughed at him. You laughed at my team.
I did laugh at your team. I can't pronounce half the.
Okay, you gotta listen to my logic here, though. When it got back down to me, I did not like not one other horse in the Derby, not one. So I can pick a Derby horse. They're not going to hit the board, nor are they going to probably even continue to run onto the Preakness or the Belmont. Why in the fuck would I draft them, right?
Yeah.
So I have to find a Preakness horse. So I'll probably have 3 runners in the Preakness and maybe 2 or 3 in the Belmont.
So
I like that logic. I like that logic in a draft.
Well, the logic's good, but
yeah, the logic definitely works in a draft.
But the horses that you pick don't match the logic. At least I got the Englishman, and Frank got Crude Velocity. You got Tariff Mindset, and the hell we did.
Okay. Crude Velocity. He picked them when that was my next pick. Dylan got actually 2 horses that I wanted, and then I actually tapped. I wrote down
I did too, Marco. I love Taptastic too.
This was
I like
actually right now. Marco has, in my opinion, whatever this is worth, he has 2 horses that I believe will be in the starting gate for the Belmont. Now, does that mean they're going to get points? I don't know, but that in itself is going to be worth something because
they just
all the rest of it, like Marco just said, all the rest of us here, if you don't run top 3, you're probably not running in the Preakness or the Belmont. So, that's where
his Asmussen said that there's, Chip Honcho's running in the Preakness. That's why I'm like, all right, he at least has ran 1 fast race, and he's going to be in the Preakness.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's definitely running in the Preakness. I know that.
Yeah, Taptastic was my horse that, like, after it was all done, there's nobody left. I go, I'm just gonna pick Taptastic and then with the last pick and see what happens. And then Frank took him, so I panicked.
No, he took him before. You could have taken Tariff Mindset, or you could have taken Taptastic.
When?
Yeah, you could have.
You could have taken him.
You took 2 other guys before him, didn't you?
Yeah, Taptastic was he was going to be my last pick.
Oh, your last pick. Yeah. You took Taj Mahal and Tariff Mindset before Taptastic.
Yeah, Taj Mahal. I like Taj Mahal. He's going to run into Preakness. He's 3 for 3. He doesn't have to ship anywhere, really.
Oh, did he win the Preakness race, the prep?
Yes.
Oh, no shot.
And then
none of those horses ever do shit.
I don't know.
Is that the Arkansas?
It was between him and then Chip Honcho, and I was like, fuck. And so I ended up with him. I had a star next to both of them, so I ended up with Taj Mahal just because. Don't know why. And then Tariff Mindset was the Belmont runner that Chad Brown has that apparently he can run all day if he runs in it. So,
gentlemen, I am flying out tomorrow night. I gotta finish studying for shit.
Yep.
And
Stivo, thanks for putting this together. Good talking to all you guys. Good seeing you, Marco. Good luck in Hot Springs. And Dylan, I will see you when? What are you on? You're on a 27-hour flight overnight tomorrow.
I'm on my scooter. I'm on my scooter all the way to Louisville.
I will see you. Give me a call. Text me when you get in town, and hopefully we can have some good success in the KDBC. Steve-O, take care.
I'll see you guys on the leaderboards. All right.
You got it, guys.
Good luck, guys. Safe travels. Safe travels. Bye-bye, everybody.